Hey folks, welcome to John Gillespie's Waters and Woods. We're down in Kenosha and we're gonna go coho and king fishing with Captain Caleb and Captain Al. Now you guys really have a lot of safety in mind, and we've been looking at the radar and we got some weather coming. So what do you say we do here?
We're gonna sit this one out for probably a half hour, let this red come through with the lightning, and then get on the tail end of it and head out.
But it's okay to fish out there in the rain, just not the lightning.
Yep, the lightning is what kind of shies us away.
And fishing's really been good.
Fishing's been really good.
Oh, that's cool. These fish are all in our harbors.
Close to 14 there.
Are you having fun?
I'm having a blast.
Fleet Farm presents John Gillespie's Waters and Woods. Fleet Farm, the ultimate fishing headquarters.
Yes, folks, one of my favorite days of the year. We're heading out on Lake Michigan with Captain Al, and we're going after cohos, which are the most delicious fish in Lake Michigan. Usually you and I have sunny, bright days when we do this.
Yeah, today's a little different. We're just riding a storm out. We let the storm go through, and we're going to see what happens after. Going to have a little rain and some wind, but we should be okay.
People want to come up and do this with you. I highly recommend it. It's a lot of fun, and folks take a lot of fish home, don't they?
Yeah, our fishing has been outstanding this whole spring. I don't think I've fished one charter yet this year that hasn't been a limit, knock on wood. So,
no, we're putting you in some pretty tough conditions today.
Today, yeah, we'll blame the weather.
But no big wind today, and we should do okay. These evening cruises are nice, aren't they?
Yeah, it should be decent after a storm. So we're going to go to somewhere where we've been fishing for the last 10 days, and we'll see what happens.
Now we got Wes Paul and two of his co-workers with us today, and we'll meet those guys. And who are our first mates today?
Our first mate is Tillin. He's been with me for a while, and then I have another friend of mine, RJ, and then of course we have Caleb, but he's / your captain first mate.
Well,
so.
And RJ's a friend of mine too.
Yes.
So we will catch some cohos, folks. We'll show you how they do it right after this. So I've been getting the question quite a bit recently, what is the difference between AMSOIL Quick Shot and the gasoline stabilizer? Two different products that many people would assume are somewhat the same. Essentially, the Quick Shot, it's actually a very active quick cleaner, especially if you're using ethanol fuel, which has water problems, also can have some debris in it. What AMSOIL Quick Shot does is literally prevent any separation at all. Any debris, any water is broken down into tiny little particles that will get through fuel systems. The other thing Quick Shot does is when you have fuel restrictions in a machine that may start but no longer run, it can literally perform miracles attacking that quickly. We've seen it work in 5 to 10 minutes with both snowmobiles and ATVs that were not running. Essentially, the gasoline stabilizer is exactly that. This is the product for long-term storage, whether it's regular garage gas or your boat. At the end of the season, this performs up to a year, keeping that gas very stable, and testing has shown it's literally 8 times more effective than seafoam for stabilizing and preserving your fuel. So both of these products are specifically for treating fuel. The Quick Shot, of course, is shorter term, prevention of water separation, debris separation. This is long-term storage, the AMSOIL gasoline stabilizer. And for these products or any of the other great AMSOIL products, easy to order it on the new AMSOIL app.
There's more to explore. Pairing best-in-class Humminbird Explore fish finders with Mega Live 2 live sonar is the simplest way to see it all. Zero in on the best place for a bite with more precision and more underwater detail. Then, when it's time to cast, see more real-time views of fish, structure, and your lure. If you want to stay more connected to the moments that matter, you need Explore and Mega Live 2. Only from Humminbird.
Hey, welcome back, folks. As we talked about coho fishing off of Kenosha, Captain Caleb, this is the perfect trip to get a group of people together and come out and catch fish.
Yeah, it really is. You know, the boat can hold up to 6 paying customers, and we get trips where you even get 2 or 3 guys out here. They just want to come out and fun fish.
Now, how many rods do you guys run?
Right now we're running a dozen, but that's just because we got a little bit of a wind. Sometimes we'll run 15 of them.
Really?
Yep.
And this is primarily what you use. Explain this. What is this now?
Yeah, this is a dodger, so it's gonna attract the fish, and behind it we have our fly, and that's what the fish is gonna go after and think it's a, you know, mimicking an alewife or something like that.
And it's not uncommon to limit out.
No, it's not.
And it's 5 fish per person.
Correct.
Oh, that didn't take long, folks. We don't have all the rods in yet, and we got a fish on, Caleb. What are you thinking here, pal?
I'm thinking it's a coho.
Most of these are going to be coho salmon, right?
Yes, yep.
And they vary in size quite a bit this time of year, right?
Yeah, I mean, there's fish all around from like 1 to 2 pounds all the way to 7 to 8.
Oh, really?
There's been some rogue cohos that have been pushing 12 to 14 already.
And tell the folks, how good are these?
They're the best eating
Lake
fish in the
Michigan
lake.
candy,
Yep.
folks. Now, Nick, you've never done this before.
No, not once, sir.
All right, buddy. Well, you're going to get a nice coho coming in at the end of this.
Lift up and walk back. Lift up.
Pull it up,
walk
pull
back,
it up,
walk
and
back.
pull back, back. There we go.
Nice coho.
Grab that. I can see what they're eating. What is that, an alewife?
No, it's actually a goby, John.
That's a goby, and
Yep.
that's what they're feeding on. Well, Nick, what did you think, buddy?
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
And you know what? Seriously, Caleb, tell them about the eating quality of these fish.
They're the best in the Great Lakes. I mean, the closest that compares is probably a king salmon, but these are by far the best.
And this is what, about a 3-pounder?
No, this fish is pushing 5, John.
Is it
Yeah,
really?
no, it's healthy.
Well done, buddy. You're going to
Yeah, thank you.
take some fish home,
Yeah,
huh?
looking forward to it. Yeah, it's a good fight.
Hey, look at this. Well, how long did that take?
Not long.
No, seriously. I mean, we don't have all the rods in yet. And this is, even in these tough weather conditions, pretty average. You catch fish that fast out here.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Now, have you done this before?
I have.
So you know how to enjoy it.
Yeah, absolutely. It never gets old.
No. And, you know, you got a shot at an 8, 10, 12 pounder out here, but most of these fish are the perfect eating size, folks. Well, let's see. We got another beautiful eater coho, right, Caleb?
Yep.
Ooh, that is a delicious fish. You know what's extraordinary about these fish? Now, that one, which we'll show in a minute, is about I would say a 2-year-old fish. Probably about, what, 4 pounds, Caleb?
Yeah.
But at the end of the summer, that's going to be twice the size.
Absolutely.
So how much do these things eat to grow that fast?
I mean, the body weight, they probably eat almost their weight every day.
That's amazing.
You got to think about what they burn off too, because these things swim, 20 miles an hour, and all they do is try to stay on the bait.
Now, again, what you guys do at the end of the trip is you clean all these for the customers, right?
Yeah. Yep.
So you'll be able to put that on the grill tonight if you'd like.
Absolutely. That'd be fantastic.
But the growth rate, seriously, that fish in 2 months could weigh twice as much.
Oh yeah, this fish could be 10, 12 pounds here in 2 months.
That is incredible. Hey, look at that. Hey, Wes, turn around and smile. Come on here. Hey, people haven't seen Wes for a while. Oh, Wes Paul, the all-time. Now, you are quite the angler, are you not?
Well, I've heard I am.
No, you enjoy coming out here, and this is a great way to entertain business clients, isn't it?
Exactly. This is a great trip to bring people out on and enjoy themselves. Real easy. You show up and you go fishing.
All right, we'll see how big this is. You don't have a lot of competition to get big fish yet.
Not yet.
These are just perfect eating size fish, folks. Wow. Now, you and I like to come out and jig for these 2 certain times of the year. So if you find the bait, you find the fish.
Yep.
And look at this. Look at that.
2 of them.
Oh my gosh.
2 for 1 deal right
So
there.
that's what we were talking about on that
hold
last
on.
fish. How much these things eat. If they eat their weight every day.
Right.
And it's kind of an interesting fact here. When I was a kid, back in the 60s, late 60s, they started stocking the salmon to get rid of the alewives. The alewives would pile up dead on the beach every summer, and they would stink whenever you had an east wind. But the salmon that they put in the late 60s, they got rid of the alewives, or at least got them way down in a hurry.
They're doing a really good job.
Now, Wes, do you want to take
I'm good.
Do you want to take the alewives?
I'm gonna eat that later.
Oh, what about these as an
I'm
hors
all right.
d'oeuvre?
I'm all right.
No, but so if you find the bait though, whether you're jigging or trolling or whatever, that's where the game fish are going to be.
Yeah, you're gonna find some sort of salmon there.
Yeah, hold that one out. I mean, that's a beautiful eating fish right there.
Breaking news from Fleet Farm. Stock your tackle box with Inception Outdoors Chubb's 3-pack of crankbaits. Realistic action, durable design, and proven fish-catching performance. Now, just $9.99.
Look at that. Doesn't take long, folks. And we actually got some clear skies coming to the west there, Caleb. That was smart not giving up. Okay, is this one coming in pretty quick?
Yes, sir.
Okay, here we go. And yes, sir. That is so cool, buddy. And the meat is real nice and orange on these, isn't it?
Yeah, the meat quality is great on these.
Yeah, and you've done a lot of fishing around. You're from Louisiana.
Yeah, that's right. Usually a little saltier than this.
Now, how does Lake Michigan compare to where you fish down there?
Well, you know, it's much deeper down there, so we usually try to get off the continental shelf and, you know, fish in a couple thousand feet. So this is a little different, but a lot of fun.
No, you moved to Wisconsin, and this is what we do, man.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, you can keep 5 of
All right,
these
that's pretty good.
today. But color is important, too,
Yes.
on the flies.
Yep, and like right now it's very overcast, but like you pointed out, we got some sun coming up. So this could all change with the pattern we're figuring out right now. It could all be changed in a half hour.
Nice job.
Yeah, thanks. That's a lot of fun.
Captain Al, Caleb and I were just talking about find the bait, find the fish.
Yeah.
Now, I see that you've got that new Humminbird Explorer this year.
Yes.
And what do you like it as far as the mapping and the tracking and that?
What I like is that it shows the depth here and the contour, and you can see where we've been fishing the last couple days. So what I've been doing is just running certain tracks. We're right here right now, and this has been my best little area. So what I like about it is we've been fishing about a 2-mile stretch for the last 8 to 10 days. Now the Humminbird, after 3 days, he races it, but otherwise it looks like a racetrack here. And I can just go right back to where we've been fishing. So
and the cool thing now with the Explorers, when you buy one, you get all the maps
all the
free,
maps and everything.
and that
Yep.
includes the Great Lakes
Yep. too,
right?
Yep.
That's
Yep.
cool.
No, and I this one here with the contours, we got what's called the honey hole in here, so we're just fishing the northeast hole, and it's really nice so that you can just stay right on track. That's key to this fishing.
All right. Hey, the sun's going to even come out here, I think. You know that?
Absolutely. It looks beautiful now.
All right, let's see what we got here. Up and walk back, and yeah, there we go. Now, Killen is our first mate tonight, but he really is a star volleyball player. Is this not true?
That is true, sir.
Really? Now, where do you play volleyball?
I play at Stevens Point. It's about in the center of Wisconsin. I'm sure you've heard of it.
UW Stevens Point,
sir.
you play? Wow, so
Yes,
you're in
sir.
a pretty tough conference up
Yes,
there.
we are. The WIAC conference. We play some real tough teams.
Are you the guy that spikes?
I sadly hurt my knee last year, so my spiking days are over, but I am the one. I'm a passer, play defense. It's a great time.
And also, you first mate. This is a fun job?
Oh, it's a great job. I've done it for 6 years, and I'm going to keep doing it.
Now, that's a beautiful Coho right there. How do you like to fix these?
My favorite is I like to blacken them on the grill and do fish tacos. By far the best, in my opinion.
Now, what's your recipe for blacking?
My dad, he makes a special blackening seasoning. We put it on there, kick it on there, 5 minutes on the grill. It's all you need.
Really? It's skin on?
Skin on.
And they taste delicious.
They taste awesome.
Did you hear that recipe?
Absolutely.
Well, now, how are you going to fix them?
Exactly like that, if I can.
No,
Sounds great.
and you know, they're such great fish to eat, folks. You can deep fry them, you can do everything, right?
You can do everything.
Yeah.
We were fishing Lake Michigan out of Kenosha, Wisconsin, a 1-hour drive from Milwaukee, 1 hour from Chicago, and 5.5 hours from Minneapolis.
I've heard lawyers say, your job as the lawyer is to read the books, know the law, make the arguments. You can't get emotionally invested with your client. To do this job well, you have to. You have to get emotionally invested with your client. You have to connect with your client as a human being, or it never will be as authentic and real as it needs to be. We as trial lawyers, we owe that to our clients. We owe it to ourselves, and we owe it to our community to tell their story. It's their story. It's not ours. And the only way to do that in an effective way is to truly care, to truly connect, and listen.
What's the woo I hear?
This one's a little better.
Yeah. No, you know, and you've been out here and done this for the king salmon later in the year, haven't you?
I have.
And it really is a ball.
It is fun. It is a lot of fun.
Now, what I was saying before about having business clients out, this is perfect. You guys sit and chat and take your turns, right?
Exactly. I mean, it's one after another after another.
Yeah. Yay, West Pole! RJ, you and I have fished together a lot on Lake Michigan over the years, but you know, we're in real late June right now. You look ahead to like July and August, September, fishing stay good out here?
Oh, absolutely. It only gets better.
Really?
And June's great. It's kicking off, but as July comes in and August, definitely the kings start rolling in. I mean, it's fun getting these, but once you start getting big 20-plus pounders and all that, that's a blast.
That's what I really enjoy, and that the kings will start coming in August?
No, they'll be in here pretty soon. Actually, we're kind of hoping for like a nice northeast blow. We usually kind of bring them in, and I don't know. Yeah, right now there's only some around, but it's only going to get better. It's going to be within a week, I hope. And
now,
we'll get a
I
lot
know
more
you
around.
guys clean the fish for everybody, right?
Yes, we do.
But this is a special trip. We're going to have Wes clean the fish.
Of course, I'd love to.
I heard you're a legend.
Yeah.
In my own mind.
No, that's a beauty right there. How many would that feed? Two, three people right there?
Oh, at least 3, maybe 4.
And how do you like
half
them?
Each side. Me, I love grilling them, and I also love frying them.
I
don't
do
know.
too.
Caleb turned me onto that a couple years ago. I'm like, there's no way that's as good as like a walleye or anything like that. And sure enough, he cubes them up and put them in there and put them in a fryer. And we had a little different bluegills and Lake Erie walleye and other things. And the Coho, everyone said hands down.
So what do you mean? You take the fillet and you cube it up, or what?
Yep, they're skinless and boneless and just little bite-sized cubes, and you put it in the breading and throw it in the fryer, and they're delicious.
Hey, Louisiana Nick.
right.
Yeah, all right, buddy. You know, sometimes they get 2, 3, 4 on at a time.
Yeah.
It's amazing with all the rods out here that they don't get tangled up, isn't it?
Yeah, it is really neat.
No, these guys are pros. Well, that one looks pretty good. Oh, we got a double going. We got a double going. All right, we just talked about that. I'm going to see if we can get 3 going at a time. All right, that one that just hit is in. You still working over here?
I'm still working overtime over
Is this
here.
a bigger fish in there?
I think it's about the same as we've got.
Okay. All right, don't miss him now. We want a double header. We want a double header, and we got a double header. Not a double header, but tell the folks, there's times when how many rods do you have out?
Right now we're running like 13 of them, but there's times where we'll have 5, 6 of them go at a time.
5 or 6 go at a time. That's incredible. Wow, did you hear that, guys? That was a double. So sometimes they get 5 at a time.
Absolutely.
Hold those out, guys. Come on, be proud of
these
your
are good.
fish. Smile. Where do you guys work?
Aries Industries.
What does Aries Industries do?
We manufacture utility inspection cameras that specialize in sewer and stormwater pipes.
So the cameras go down in the sewers, and what do they do?
Yeah, look for defects and problems in the sewers that can be repaired.
Yeah, that's
That
cool.
helps.
And do you have a nice boss?
He's
Taking a break in between bites, you know, I've fished with you a lot of years. I've never had a broken line, you know that, in all those years. And you guys really like the Seagar Salmon STS.
Right, John. And this is the 40, so we'll tie our longer leads for the king salmon with this, and then we use the same brand, the STS salmon, in the 30 for our shorter leads for the coho flies.
And again, it's fluorocarbon, so the fish really can't see it.
Correct.
And I've actually, on the inland stuff, I've been going to a little heavier leader this year. I've been using
I've been
12.
finding myself doing the same
Yeah,
thing.
you know, but the Seagar, they can't see it. They invented fluorocarbon in the 1970s. But the salmon series is what you Lake Michigan guys rely on.
Yes.
Front feels a little better, Caleb.
All right. So, do you notice how the last 3 bites came?
Yeah, that
They were on
inside
the
turn.
inside turn, so maybe we're going a little too fast.
Yeah, that
but-
was quick. 3 quick hits. Finally got one.
Yeah, that was 3 fast bites. Al does have a nickname as Speed Demon, though.
That was fun. On the inside, slowed it down a little bit.
Hey,
3
guys,
hits.
fish
Started
on,
rocking
you got
up.
another
Another
one.
one.
Got another one. Lift up and walk back. Yep, there you go.
Nicely done, guys.
Oh.
Way to go, man. Now, maybe another one will go off. No, that is awesome, isn't it?
Yeah, that was great.
Now, again, we've talked about it all program, but
Right
there's...
here, right here.
guys.
Oh, we do have another one.
Grab it, Wes.
All right, there we go. We have converted a triple. Well done. Well, we got another fish on over here, but I want to show these 3. Get in here, hold these up together, you guys. That is some delicious eating right there. That really is. Now, do we still have that other one on? Didn't you just catch one?
Yeah, just a second ago.
So this is going to be 4 in like 1 minute.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
You know, you said you fish a lot of ocean fishing. It's interesting how tight these schools are, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
I mean, you go over a spot and you get 5-6 bites at one time. This one feel a little better?
Yeah. This is, I think, a little smaller than the last one.
There we go. That's 5 fish in 1 minute. Now let's tell the folks how the DNR does this. They plant these fish. How big are they when they plant them?
Little schmaltz, you know, from 5 to 6 inches.
Oh, like about that big?
Yeah, but there's different like, you know, if they put them in a little earlier in the springtime, of course they're going to be smaller, and then sometimes they put them in a little later, and you know they're a little bit bigger. So it all depends on when they dump them in.
And I was just mentioning, they're pretty tightly schooled fish.
Right
fish on! They're pretty tightly schooled though.
Yes, they are. Obviously, you can see it right now.
Right. RJ, you are the best angler. No, I want to see you battle this fish.
You want me to? All right.
You know, when you and I jig Lake Trout, I reel my own end.
That is true.
And Browns. But did he get off?
Nope, he's right here. Oh, just about to come in.
Nice job.
That was a good, nice flurry here that we got.
Is that uncommon though, really?
Nope, not when you find a good spool of them, they're gonna hit.
And like Captain Al, who's one of the true pros out here, he'll get his limit more times than not when fish are going, right?
I'm pretty sure he gets it almost every time.
Seriously, it's that good?
You don't hear about him not coming with a limit very often.
And here's the deal: if you get 5 guys together, it's about $100 a piece.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys clean the fish. You have all the equipment. So the 5 guys come, they catch their limit, they got clean fish, and those fish are probably worth the $100 or more.
Oh, probably at least.
Folks, it's time now to announce this week's winners of the Fleet Farm John Gillespie's Waters and Woods 2026 Fishing Contest.
This week's first winner is Brad Betzold of Eau Claire. He caught a 16 1/4 inch crappie on Pelican Lake in Minnesota using a leech. Kathy Diaz of Yorkville, Illinois caught a 21-inch largemouth bass on Cauldron Falls Reservoir using a night crawler. And Brock Garos of Lincoln, North Dakota caught this 65-pound paddlefish on the Missouri River near Buford using a treble hook. And Eric Kowalski of Manitowoc caught a 44-inch, 19-pound brown trout on Lake Michigan using a flicker shad. And on to our youth winners with Hunter Buboltz of Gibbon, Minnesota. He caught a 30-inch walleye on Bell Lake using a Rapala ripstop. And finally, Turner Malosh of Kenosha caught his first fish in a farm pond in Kenosha County using a jerk minnow. Trusted by Midwest families since 1955. Available at your local Fleet Farm store or online at fleetfarm.com. This week, upgrade your reel with the Pfluger Try-On spinning reel. Smooth performance, reduced line twist, and dependable quality. Now, just $54.99. Plus, organize your gear with the Fleet Farm 250th Anniversary Winnebago Tackle Bag, complete with trays and storage pockets, now only $19.99.
They say things aren't built like they used to be. Tell that to John Johnson, the craftsman behind Recon Boats. He and his small team make each boat by hand, maintaining the highest standards. Every shred of fiberglass, every stitch of upholstery, every latch, hinge, and switch. It's all in the details, which is why the angler is at the forefront of the design philosophy for every Recon boat. Recon Boats, made by craftsmen, built for fishermen.
Hey, look at that. It was 30 seconds it took for that one to go off. Your arms getting tired there?
A little bit. I think I can take more though.
I think what we're going to do is get you back out here in August and September when the Kings are in. They're 20-pounders.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, but this is a blast, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Okay, here we go. Another Coho salmon in the net ski. Come on, we want to hold this fish up we just caught, Wes, and you got another one going there.
Got another one.
And you're in such great shape, Wes. Weren't you a high school wrestler?
I was. New Lisbon High School.
Wow. You know, we talked about how inexpensive this is when you get 4 or 5 guys together, you know, but you guys do morning, afternoons, or both, or what's the deal?
It really depends too. Like later in the year, you get mid-July through August. If there's kings around, the boat will leave, at 4 o'clock in the morning. You get in, 6-hour trip, so get in before, right at 10 there, and then kind of take a break. And then some guys do a quick turnaround. We can be back out by 10:30, 11.
So you can do 2 different groups a day. We got to get this one in. You old wrestlers from what high school?
Lisbon.
Lisbon High School, right. I loved your uniforms.
The Rockettes.
Yeah, oh, here he comes. Boy, that Wes is all muscles, and he got him in. So you guys fillet the fish, but there is a bone line in there. How do you get that bone line out?
What I do is put them skin side down, and some people do use tweezers and pick them one at a time. I mean, you can do that, but it's kind of time consuming. What I'll do is run the knife on each side of them and basically zipper them and take the bone out that way. And then it's just pure meat, no bones.
Well, Jerry, you're going to close the show because Nick could not do it. He lost his fish. So catch this one, and it's our limit, okay?
Sounds great.
And we have our limit. You did it. You got our limit. But is that uncommon to come out and do that in 3 hours?
No, not. I mean, right now is a great time for it. But, the later you get in the year, the more bigger fish show up. But it is not uncommon.
Great day.
Yeah, absolutely. Fantastic.
All right, well, after a successful fishing day on the water where we've worked very hard catching lots of fish, you guys are hungry, right?
Oh, very hungry.
So nothing is better after a day of fishing than Johnsonville brats. And today I have a special Johnsonville flavor for you today, hot Italians. What you need to do is cook these low and slow. You don't want to lose any of that delicious Johnsonville flavor with their premium spice blend. All right, guys, take a bite. How is that?
Just awesome. Wow.
Really good.
Unbelievable. Johnsonville hot Italians?
Really good.
Really good.
Very good.
Yeah, the spices blend is great.
That's really good.
Look for Johnsonville hot Italians at your favorite retailer today.
For more information on fishing Lake Michigan, call Captain Al Johnson. The phone number is 262-620-2976. 620-2976.
Feel the difference in every cast, in every bite, in every moment, in every adventure, no matter the season. When everything is on the line, every memory you make, feel the difference.
Hey, Al, I want to thank you and remind the folks, do you have any openings coming up?
Yeah, we do have some weekday stuff. The weekends are getting a little tight. Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays typically go first, but there is some weekday stuff open.
You provide all the gear, you clean the fish, you can't beat it, right?
Yep. Nope. All they have to do is show up and have fun.
Thank you, my friend. And folks, that is our show for today. Please join us next week. I don't know where we're going to fish yet. We will find a place somewhere. Until then, I'm John Gillespie, hoping to see you enjoying John Gillespie's Waters and Woods. Okay, the double is going, and we got the first one. Oh, no! You lost him. Well, this is going to be our limit, and here he is. This is our limit. Oh, no! Is that 2 in a row?
Yeah.
That you lost? I mean, seriously. We wanted to go in now. We had our limit if you caught that fish.
I wanted to stay a little longer, so.
Oh, these Aries guys, man. That we could have gone in and had Johnsonvilles.